like James Cook a lot. You know what I mean? I think what he can do in the passing game is going to be interesting. Where are you at on James Cook? Nobody really, he's in that running back, take a shot range. Somebody's going to come out that 6-7 round group that's going to be like a league winner. Can it be James Cook, or is it not enough there for him?
So for my roster, he has to be my RB3, RB4. There's no way I'm taking a shot on him as my RB2. So I feel as though the opportunity is there for him to get involved in that passing game. I feel as though, he's a great with the ball in his hands. He can make the plays. It's explosive. And I feel like you have Damian Harris there, but excuse me, I think we know his role. I think we kind of know that he's going to be the ground and pounder. He's going to be the pure runner there. But when it comes to dumping it off, I think the Buffalo Bills might switch it up and start doing a lot of checkdowns with Josh Allen, because he's not really known for doing that. But when you have the talent as James Cook back there, and then you sign, like, I just didn't understand the signing to begin with. You should have just let Cook be the guy. But I feel as though they have a set plan for him. I think we might see a lot of routes ran for him this year, which will create more opportunity for him. And I think Josh Allen, man, look, it's been so many years this dude's been running wild. And all they needed was a running back so he can preserve himself from hurdling over dudes, jumping all crazy.
He's their best runner, pound for pound. He's their best runner.
So he's like really the RB1, but now they need to make this playoff run, man. They need to switch it up, because what they've been doing haven't been working. So they need
they haven't. Such a fascinating team coming into the season. That Buffalo Bills group. What about Drake London? Showed some flashes last year. Seems like he gets a lot of targets. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Could be interesting. I'm going to have some Drake London probably in that wide receiver 3 range on a couple teams, depending on how I build them. Our boy Lawrence Jackson, Kyle Pitts. Yeah. Can you do something for me? But Drake London, I think, can actually do something for me.
Yeah. I look, man, if you would have asked me this in June, I would I feel no way about him. But I feel as though now with Ritter, he's starting to step up in camp a little bit. We saw a couple plays that didn't pan out, but they're going to have to throw the ball, man. They're going to throw the ball more than they did with Mariota, and those targets got to go somewhere. And I think Drake London or like a DJ Moore, those two, I could see as my, low-end wide receiver 2s, wide receiver 3s on my rosters. But we got to remember this is a run-first offense, and we know they're going to run the piss out of the ball. And that indicated when they took Bijan Robinson, what I mean? So Drake London could still have 120 targets. He can have 80 to 90 catches. That's pretty solid. And we need to see this red zone. The Falcons red zone need to increase, man. They need to find a way to get the ball in somebody's hands in the end zone. Either it's Pitts, London, somebody, man. Because if he's not getting touchdowns, I don't know if he's going to be that good pick at the wide receiver 3 for you.
What about Kenny Pickett? I mean, not Kenny Pickett. The guy Kenny Pickett's throwing the ball to, George Pickens. Mr. Preseason highlight tape. The preseason highlight mixtape is crazy. And yes, that was offensive pass to the field.
Mr. OPI, I'm gonna call him. We might see a lot of that this season, but he playing. I like players like him, man. That talk their stuff and they got that dog in them. But I feel as though the separation issue is going to play a factor on a long ball game. You know what I mean? Because he had 800 plus yards last year, but come on, man. We already know who the alpha is over there with the target. Is Deontay Johnson, man. He
no doubt
the crispiest route runner they got on the team. So I feel as though targets are earned. If he can't earn that separation, he can't earn them targets. A lot of those situations, either Deontay Johnson ain't open or you're just going to take the shot down to Pickens. You see what happens. So it's a 50-50 ball. Contested catches are phenomenal, out of the roof. But you ain't going to have Kenny Pickett, a second-year guy, trying to make a step, trying to show that he could be the guy taking these chances. You know what I mean? Last season was kind of a wash. So a lot of those throws were kind of questionable, but some of them hit, some of them didn't. You know what I mean? He already knew what the season was. So I feel as though this year he's coming in as the guy, as the QB1. He's not going to be taking those shots and playing those risky money balls like he did last season.
You taking a shot on Breece Hall this year?
No, absolutely not.
0.
And that was, I want to say in June, I was saying this because with Mike LaFleur over in the Rams, he's not going to see those targets he saw last season. You got Aaron Rodgers over there. I feel as though he's going to want to get the ball to his guys and play a lot with Garrett Wilson. And, with them bringing in Dalvin Cook, I kind of felt as though that was going to happen. I don't know if he's going to sign or not. He's still playing between teams because there's 2 other teams that want him too. So it's I don't feel as though he's healthy 100%. This feels like a Javonte Williams situation where you have to slow ball him. So I feel like the first 4 weeks, we might not see the Breece Hall we like. Maybe week 5, 6, 7 in the middle of the season. Okay, he's starting to pick up. and then he might come around in the playoffs. But where his ADP is right now, that doesn't tell me that. That tells me that he's healthy 100%, the RB1, ready to go. And I don't think I'm ready to pay that price.